Apps, a revolution in mobile technology.
I don't think anybody knew at the start how big it could be.
They're quick.
You go to an app store, you press download, and it's sitting there.
They're helpful.
It's also like I have a third arm that's incredibly brilliant.
And they're here to stay.
The plan for us is to launch 1,000 apps over the next 2 years.
The team at TextHog plans to submit their app to Apple within the next 8 weeks. But first, they must decide on the technical aspects of the app.
Basically, TextHog, the web app, is used to track expenses and mileage. You can set up budgets and reminders, but I think for the iPhone application, we need to simplify that.
To help with the TextHog app, they assemble a team of programmers and designers.
The next important thing is to kind of cover the meat of this process, the main functionality, which is going to be entering in the transaction.
Before the actual code can be written for the app program, the team has to decide how it will look and make sure that the code meets all of Apple's requirements.
In my mind, the simple answer for when a project is ready to begin development is when we've created what we call a screen tree, which shows every single screen in the application, what it's going to look like, how you get there from other screens, what you can do on each screen. It's taking those images and taking that functionality and turning it into code, something that the computer and then eventually the iPhone can understand.
The group doesn't have a lot of time. Their $10,000 investment can only carry them for 3 months, and there's no guarantee Apple will accept it. The fact that these two business partners are using their own money to pay for an app that could be rejected by the App Store doesn't concern Marshall.
I think the hardest part is just getting it done in a short amount of time.
So launching the application in the iPhone simulator.
The team at TextHog has 1 more month to finish its app, a business app that tracks expenses. Today is do or die.
Today we're reviewing the beta version of the application to see if there's anything we may have missed.
We have very tight timelines to meet for when we want to launch the application, so we've definitely had some long days over the last couple of weeks to make sure we can hit today's deadline and moving forward to full submission.
They've spent long hours over the last 8 weeks designing and programming the app, and the anxiety is high.
Our internal deadline is coming up pretty fast, but it's always good because during crunch time, I think you collaborate more effectively and everybody realizes what's at stake.
It's the moment of truth. They install the app on their phones and take it out for a test run.
So now I'm actually going to install the application on all of your devices so you can all experiment with it on your own terms, and then so Phil and I can actually go try and add a new expense. So we're going to build and go, and then we'll actually start installing on the iPhone.
Anything that we miss or anything that hasn't been thought of or needs to be rethought, I'm confident in the team we're working with, so I think we can get it all pulled together in a relatively short amount of time.
Let's give this thing a go.
The two go to a restaurant to test the app. They'll try to track the expense of their takeout dinner.
Hi. How are you? Good. I'm picking up sushi. Thank you. So this is sushi. All right. Cool. Excellent.
You want to see it saved?
Yeah, sure. Let's pull it open.
Cool.
Yep, there it is, sushi, $23.90.
Awesome.
Good to go.
Do the receipt?
Yeah, we can view the receipt. I think it went really well. It worked fast. It was easy. Now we just need to go back and fine-tune it and get it ready on this short timeline so we're ready to submit.
Back in Chicago, at TextHog's offices, it's time to submit their expense tracker app to Apple.
All right, so now we're ready to submit. We just enter in the application name, and now we're going to upload all the files.
Relatively speaking, you'll hear back between 24 hours and 2 weeks, somewhere in between there, but I'm hoping within the first few days we'll hear something from Apple.
They don't have a lot of time to wait. Most of their money is gone.
Our deadline is based on, sort of the money that we've set aside to develop the application, but also with some of the relationships we have in building hype and making sure that it gets promoted properly.
Turns out, timing is perfect. The TextHog app is approved.
feels great. All of our hard work is paid off. The app has been approved. People are downloading and using it, and now we can just hang out and enjoy being done.
We're really happy that we got the app launched and live. It's great. Hopefully we're going to make some really good money off of it. And as a young company, we have to be there. So, it's really rewarding for all of us to know that we're live.
Scene 2, take 1.
It seems like every day there's a new battle in the app war. And with the number of smartphone users exploding, the competition gets more intense. Right this minute, entrepreneurs are thinking up new ways to use apps in everyday life and make themselves a bundle. How about a car dashboard app that helps a new driver drive more safely? Or an app that is a virtual wallet, transferring funds from one account to another with just a swipe? The real question then is just how ready are we to embrace this new technology? Will apps become as important to everyday life as driving our cars or having access to a computer? Only time will tell. But don't be surprised if someone right at this moment is working on an app to figure all of that out. I'm Scott Wapner. Thanks for joining us.